Hi friends, welcome to this new video on Mars and Mercury conjunction or Mercury-Mars conjunction. If you have this conjunction in your birth chart, then what kind of results you can expect and what remedies you should do. So this topic is very interesting, and do subscribe to this channel. If you want consultation, then my details are in the video description. Friends, Mars and Mercury, if you have this conjunction, first of all, if Mars and Mercury they are in the same house, same zodiac sign, it is said to be a conjunction in Vedic astrology. Now in Bhrigu Nandi Jyotish, in that we also see if there is any sort of aspect, if Mars is casting aspect on Mercury and vice versa, then also it is considered to be a conjunction in Bhrigu Nandi. Alright, so especially in Bhrigu Nandi we take into account the trinal aspect, that is 5-9 aspect. Mars's 5th aspect on Mercury and Mercury's 9th aspect on Mars, or vice versa. So that is again a trinal combination, trinal relation. That is also considered to be very powerful, okay? And it is considered to be a yuti or conjunction if you have this sort of relation of aspect between Mars and Mercury. Now friends, in your chart, in what dignity Mars and Mercury are placed? Is there any kind of relation of aspect? Then also there could be a conjunction between Mars and Mercury. Now even if one of these two planets is retrograde, say Mercury is retrograde for example, and Mercury, say it is in the sign of Cancer and Mars is in the sign of Gemini, this is also considered to be a very powerful conjunction, because Mercury is retrograde in Cancer sign while Mars is in Gemini. Then Mercury will cast its 12th aspect on Mars. Okay, so Mercury will be very much present even in Gemini. That is considered to be a very powerful aspect in Bhrigu Nandi. So then if one of the planets is ahead of the other, and if the planet which is ahead of the other is retrograde, then also this conjunction is considered to be very powerful. Alright, so in all these ways this conjunction can be formed. Now what results you can expect? Now let us look at first of all the general significations of Mars and Mercury. Mars and Mercury, your conjunction, your speech will be, it could be very intense, and whenever you talk, you may talk with a lot of energy, even aggression. Yes, because Mars is the planet of aggressiveness. So maybe you will have a die-hard desire to communicate something. Mars is desire, Mercury is communication. So you will have that desire to communicate, and if someone tends to irritate you, you could even get angry, you could even shout, scream, you could get a little aggressive, you could even hurt that person. Hurt means hurt them by your words. Yes, your speech, it can be hurtful at times, and that especially can happen when you really want to take some revenge against someone, that yes, I need to settle some score, so now I have to just kind of speak my mind. So then you have this conjunction, then maybe you can end up hurting your opponent with your words. Now friends, again, this is a general observation, this could happen, but well, for this result to fructify, you need to look at the strength of the conjunction, especially if Mars and Mercury they are within 7 degrees to 9 degrees. The distance should not be more than 9 degrees. So if it is a close conjunction, then the results, you will definitely, face these results. Yes? You'll be able to see these results which I'm going to discuss further. Alright? So your speech could be a little hurtful. And 1 second, friends. Yeah, it's just a matter of 10 minutes. I'll switch off the light. Just 10 minutes. Yeah. Because this is a video. Sorry, friends, for the interruption. Alright. So Mars, Mercury, what else you can see? Results, if I talk of. Mercury refers to your siblings, younger siblings. Mars is again the planet of ups and downs, because Mars, rules the natural 8th house in the chart of the cosmic man or Kalpurush, because you have the sign of Scorpio there. So there could be ups and downs in the life of your siblings, especially younger siblings. Okay? Not just ups and downs, even sorrow. They might have to go through some tragedies. They could be at times sorrowful, unhappy with their lives. This can happen if you have Mars, Mercury in a very strong conjunction. Then, friends, what else I can say? Your younger siblings, they can be very energetic. They can be very, very youthful, energetic, very enthusiastic about things. They could be. Yes. Mars is also the planet of, it is the significator of blood and blood relations. So Mars, Mercury, very strong conjunction. So this can also signify that you may be attached to your siblings a lot, because it is the blood, which binds you together, especially the family members. So you could be very much attached to your siblings. This can happen. Again, you may quarrel with them also. Sometimes you may have quarrels. There may be difference of opinion, arguments with your siblings, but then you will also love them a lot. You will really love them. Mercury is also connected to the 6th house of the Kalpurush, because in the 6th house we have the sign of Virgo and Mercury exalts there. So Mercury is also connected to your mother's younger brother, your uncle. So there could be ups and downs in your maternal uncle's life. This can also happen. Then, friends, you have Mars, Mercury conjunction. What else I can tell you? Speech, I told you. Speech could be hurtful, aggressive, or whenever you talk, you will talk with a lot of enthusiasm, energy, and you will make an impact. Your speech can make an impact. Mars is the planet of transformation. So you can transform the way people think with the help of your speech. Your speech, the way you communicate, your communication skills may have the power to transform people's lives or their way of thinking. This can also happen. Now, this conjunction is generally not believed to be a very positive conjunction in Vedic astrology. It is not believed to be a good conjunction, all right? So people always talk about the negative results. But believe me, if Mercury and Mars are more or less well placed, then this conjunction can give you wonderful, miraculous results also, which I will discuss soon. Now, this conjunction is not looked upon positively. So it is believed that this person will not know how to use their intelligence, because Mercury is intelligence and Mars is again a planet which is believed to be to some extent malefic. And ups and downs, unsteadiness, moving back and forth, and Mars can show sudden changes. So it is believed that such people, they could be fickle-minded. Their thoughts or thinking may not be stable. One moment they may think or decide on something. The other moment they may change their mind. So that is why this conjunction is not believed to be very positive. Alright? Now you need to look at the dignity of Mars. By dignity I mean the way Mars is placed, and even look at the dignity of Mercury. In what zodiac sign this conjunction is taking place. The lord of that zodiac sign, how is it placed in your chart? Say Mars and Mercury, if it is in conjunction, is in Cancer sign. Then how is Moon placed in your chart? If Moon is placed in the 5th house, in good dignity, say Taurus, in a very good sign, then definitely this conjunction can give you very good results. Because now the dispositor, Mars-Mercury conjunction taking place in the sign of Cancer, and Moon is well placed. So this conjunction will to a great extent give you good results. Mars and Mercury in Gemini, it can give you good results. Because Mercury will be very strong in Gemini. So your intelligence will control everything then. Though Mars also will influence you, definitely. Because its dispositor is so strong. Because here the dispositor is Mercury itself, if it's in Gemini. Then this conjunction can be very strong, very powerful. And it is your intelligence, it is your thought process which is going to have the upper hand. Because Mercury is believed to be very powerful, very strong in Gemini. Again, look at the house in which it is placed. If it is in the 9th house, if it is in the 5th house, 1st house even, it can give you very good results. Yes. Now, no matter where it is placed, are you really using your intelligence along a proper direction? That is important. Because now it is your intelligence. You will have ups and downs in your thinking, in your thoughts, no? Your thought process will undergo so much of transformation during your lifetime. But then, because Mercury is in Gemini, and if it is in a good nakshatra, say it is in Hriishitaa nakshatra, or say Mercury is in Gemini, and say it could be any nakshatra, it could be Hriishitaa. Then Hriishitaa nakshatra is also ruled by a certain planet. I guess Hriishitaa is ruled by Mars. Alright. Then Mars also will be powerful in this conjunction, because ultimately the nakshatra lord is Mars itself. Okay. So especially if you're tending to become a writer, if you're intending. Now Mercury is communication. Okay. Mars is something which shows forcefulness, desire, passion. So you can be a very passionate writer. You can be a very good writer. Your writing can have impact on people. It can impact the masses, the readers. It can be very impactful. You could be a very successful social media influencer if you have Mars-Mercury conjunction. A very good journalist, a very good communicator, writer, or any other sort of communicator. If Mercury is connected to Moon, then you could be a very good fictional writer, even poet. Yes. So friends, you need to look at the dignity of Mars and Mercury. very good conjunction between Mars and Mercury, very close conjunction. You may be a very good player. You could be a sportsman or a sports person. Yes, and very successful in the field of sports. You can even be a dancer. Yes. You could be a very good mimicry artist. Definitely. All right. So look at all these things, friends. I mean, this conjunction, if Mars and Mercury are well placed, it can give you wonderful results. Okay? Say Mars Mercury conjunction in the sign of Saturn. Say Capricorn. Here Mars gets exalted in Capricorn. And Mercury is in now the sign of Capricorn. Lord of Capricorn is Saturn. Mercury and Saturn are good friends also. If Saturn is well placed in the chart, then you can get very good results. If Mars Mercury is in Capricorn, you will use your intelligence in your work, and you could be very disciplined about your work, because Mars is a disciplinarian. All right. Your thought process, it could also be very unconventional. Mars and Mercury conjunction. The way you think could be very unique. You can think out of the box. You will think in a very unconventional way. You will have that intelligence to create new things. Also look at the nakshatra lord. Okay. So say Mars Mercury conjunction, say if it is an Ardra nakshatra, then Ardra nakshatra is again ruled by Rahu. Then again you will have a very extraordinary take on things, very unconventional. Yes. Now if this conjunction is, if Ardra is ruled by Rahu, so Mercury is also the significator of the 10th house. So your profession may be connected to some foreign land. And after going there, you may encounter ups and downs, a sudden transformation in your life. So if you look at the nakshatra, you can even go deeper. Okay. Anyway, Rahu is again, if Mercury and Mars, they are well placed, the dispositor is well placed. And the nakshatra lord, if it is an Ardra nakshatra, Rahu is also well placed. Rahu's dispositor is also well placed. Then it can give you very good results. Rahu is also a planet which is connected to foreign lands. It is connected to unconventionality, to technology also. Rahu is also connected to hidden things, to the occult even. Alright. So you have to look at that. Now if this conjunction somehow gets afflicted for some reason, say it is being aspected by some planet which is considered to be so-called malefic, then definitely if this conjunction is under some malefic influence, or say the dispositor of the zodiac sign in which this conjunction is taking place, the dispositor is not well placed, that planet is getting afflicted, then this conjunction can give you results which could be unwelcome, untoward, and which could be even very negative. Yes, this can happen. Because of your speech, you may land in trouble. Mars is the lord of the natural 8th house. Because of your speech, you may land in trouble. Your siblings may be in trouble. So, negative results are also possible. Mars is also the significator of the spouse in a female's chart. Mars is the significator of the husband. Okay. Then Mars and Mercury conjunction. Your husband can be someone who's very youthful, energetic, yes, very childlike, very fun-loving, yes. But you have to look at the dignity of Mercury for that matter, all right? Your spouse definitely can be an intellectual. Your spouse may be connected to his profession. In a female's chart, his profession may be connected to the finance sector, to banking, it could be connected to any sort of data analysis, because Mars is with Mercury, all right? Now friends, also find out Mercury is the lord of which houses? Say it is the lord of 1st house and 10th house, and it's with Mars. Say Mars is the lord of 3rd and 8th house. 8th house changes, upheavals, transformation. Mercury says the 10th lord. Mars is the 8th lord. Then your profession will undergo a lot of changes, transformation, upheavals, even sudden changes. It can undergo a total transformation also. So also it is necessary to look at the law. I mean, it is the lord of which houses? That look at the lordship of Mercury and Mars. So it is the ruling which houses in the chart. That is Mercury's signs, Gemini and Virgo. They're falling in which houses? Similarly, Mars's signs, Aries and Scorpio, they're falling in which houses? That's very important. That will give you an idea, an overall idea of how this conjunction is going to give you results. Especially, it will give you results throughout your life, if it is in your birth chart or D9 chart even, Mars-Mercury conjunction. But if it is in D9, you will feel the results after the age of 35 or after your marriage, after the age of 33, 35, or after your marriage. If it is in the D9 chart, you'll feel the results strongly then, from then onwards. And if it's in your birth chart, you may feel the results more or less throughout your life. But yes, the results will be more pronounced during the Mahadasha or Antardasha or any sort of Pratyantardasha of Mars or Mercury. During the Dasha of the respective planets, you will feel that the strength of that conjunction influencing your life even more. Yes. So friends, I think I have tried. There are so many other things maybe which we can think of when we think of Mars and Mercury. Now, Mars younger brother also is the Mars, signified by Mars, your younger brother. In Bhrigunandinari, your younger brother, even your brother-in-law, especially younger brother-in-law, who's maybe younger than you in age or, in relation-wise younger. So you can benefit if, say, Mercury is the 11th lord in your chart, and now Mercury is with Mars. So you may benefit from your younger brother. This can also happen. Or brother-in-law. Some benefit you can receive from them. Yes, this can happen. Alright. So friends, these are ways in which you can kind of go on about this conjunction. So Mercury is also connected to our daily routine, because Virgo is a sign in which Mercury exalts. Now Mercury is with Mars. It may be difficult for you to maintain a proper daily routine at times. Yes, you may try to maintain that, but Mars is there, and especially Mars has that energy of being the 8th lord, because Mars is the natural 8th lord. Yes, we know that. So ups and downs in your daily routine, difficulty in maintaining a proper daily routine. Mercury is connected to the 6th house, breaks in your job. This can happen. Mercury is also the natural significator of the 10th house. So changes in profession, transformation in your profession, it can happen. Yes. Now if somehow this conjunction is being aspected by Rahu or Ketu, then you again have some past life karmas, some pending karmas attached to this conjunction. Definitely this can happen. Okay, if you have benefited from your younger brother or brother-in-law, say because of this conjunction, so maybe they, and this conjunction is under the influence of Rahu or Ketu, then maybe they owe you this, they from previous life, from one of the previous lifetimes, maybe they owed you something, and that is what they are paying off in this lifetime, and you are benefiting because of maybe your younger brother has booked a flat in your name, just an example. So maybe they have given that to you, maybe with their, with all their love, without any hope of getting anything in return. So if that happens, which is again very strange, but if such a thing happens, that means you have benefited from your younger. So they owe you that, so from some previous life. So they are repaying in this lifetime. Yes. Now, ups and downs in your siblings' life. If Mercury is the ascendant lord, then ups and downs in your own life also. Now Mercury is your siblings, so definitely in younger siblings' life. So maybe in this life they had to suffer, especially if this conjunction is aspected by Rahu. So they had to suffer in this lifetime because of some past life thing, some past life karma baggage. So in this life they were meant to go through some tragedy maybe. Okay. So if such a thing, God forbid, if anything untoward happens in the life of your younger siblings, then you can kind of pacify them, especially if this conjunction is being aspected by Rahu or Ketu. You can pacify them, telling them that it's connected to some past life karma, and no one can escape the blow of karma. So we have to endure that, no matter what. So that is a way in which you can console them. Alright. So there are remedies also. Now, Mercury-Mars conjunction, Mercury siblings Mars, they can do the remedies of Mangal, or Mangal Dev, or Mars, planet Mars. They can do the remedies. They can donate blood. That is a very good remedy for Mars. They can visit the temple of Lord Hanuman or Mahavirji on Tuesdays or Saturdays, and they can offer some sweet there. Yes, some sweets, flowers, red flowers, some sweets they can offer at the temple. On Tuesdays they must avoid non-veg food. That's a must. So there are so many remedies, friends, which you can do. I mean, here I was talking about your siblings, but then not just your siblings, even you can do these remedies. Why? Because Mercury is the significator of your speech. You might, God forbid, get into trouble because of your speech. You may end up saying something. In the spur of a moment, you might get kind of aggressive, and you might end up saying something because of which you might land in trouble. So you can also do the remedies of Mars so that you don't end up in trouble. Yes, so that you don't, you can protect yourself from ups and downs, from any sort of unwelcome situation. So your speech will not, lead you to such a a frightening thing. So the remedies for Lord Mars, you should also do. Another way to strengthen your Mars is to maintain a cordial relationship with all your blood relations. With people with whom you have a blood relation, you need to maintain a very cordial, loving and caring relationship with them. That will make your Mars benefic. People who neglect their blood relations or ill-treat them or hurt them, no matter how intelligent, how talented they might be, their Mars is bound to become weak and malefic. So such people, if Mars is giving you malefic results, then believe me, no matter how well other planets may be seated, no one can help you. No matter how well your Mercury, your Sun, Jupiter might be placed. But if your Mars turns malefic, you can never rise in life, friends. You cannot rise actually. Because Mars is the natural lord of the third house. Your hard work or parakram, the efforts that you're going to make during this lifetime. You're going to make efforts so that fortune favors you, because fortune favors the brave. And your bravery, your courage, self-confidence, the desire to make efforts, all these things are controlled by planet Mars. The desire to take up challenges, the willingness, the ability to take up all challenges and face them no matter what. That courage is given to you by Mars. If Mars turns malefic, then you will do things which will turn out against your favor. You will end up doing things, you will spend your energy in doing such things which are going to backfire in the long run. You will find yourself engaged in doing things which are not going to give you any benefic results. What you should do, how you should, in which direction you should, along which direction you should make efforts. That happens, you are able to see that when you have a strong Mars. So believe me friends, it is Mars which drives your life actually. If you weaken your Mars by neglecting or ill-treating your near and dear ones, especially your people with whom you have blood relation, then Mars will turn malefic. And then no matter what you do, you'll be wondering what is wrong. Why am I not successful? Why am I not being able to taste success, prosperity? Why am I not getting fortunate? It's because Mars has turned malefic. So do these remedies, friends. You will see, make your Mars a benefic planet for you. Actually, you should avoid non-vegetarian food always, throughout your life. That is the best remedy again for Mercury and Mars conjunction, because Mars can show transformation, it can even show accidents, unwelcome incidents even. Mercury is again your intelligence, your speech and everything, your thinking power. So Mars-Mercury conjunction. So Mercury is again the significator of greenery, nature, green plants, vegetables. So you should plant trees, green plantation. You should plant more and more trees or do plantation. That will make this conjunction a benefic conjunction for you, and it will give you good results. Okay, you should plant trees, you should water trees. That's very important. Yes, Mars-Mercury conjunction. Mars is connected to the 8th house. 8th house is also the house of loss. Yes. So, in order to save yourself from any sort of loss, whether the loss of a near and dear one, loss of some person who's very near and dear to you, or loss of money, financial loss, loss of health. In order to save yourself from any sort of loss, what you should do? You should do charity, believe in charity. Instead, you should donate money, donate green plants, donate green vegetables to the poor and needy. That's a very good remedy for this conjunction. Watering plants, seeing them, helping them grow is again a very good remedy for this conjunction. So, and being a vegetarian is the best remedy. Okay, so try to be a vegetarian, try to grow plants, donate vegetables to the poor, to the needy. So all these remedies will enable you to use your intelligence along a proper direction, to make efforts in life along a fruitful direction so that you get good results. So I told you this conjunction can give you very good results also if Mars and Mercury are well placed in the chart, more or less well placed. If not well placed, you need to do the remedies. Where the dispositor has gone, it is in the sign of Capricorn. Then where is Saturn? Is Saturn in the 7th house? In which house is Saturn placed? How is Saturn placed? Okay, look at the dignity of this conjunction. So, how is the dispositor placed? That is very important. Well placed, it can give you wonderful results. You can do very well in the field of occult, Mars, Mercury. Mars is intelligence, logic, it is calculation, it is connected to astrology. Forgive me, Mercury. Mercury is connected to calculation, logic. So it is connected to astrology, to the occult. Mars is connected to the hidden spheres, to miracles and natural 8th house. So Mars is also connected to the occult or astrology or any occult field of knowledge. So you can be a very good occultist, an astrologer, or a palmist, or tarot reader, or a numerologist, or any other sort of occultist you can be with this conjunction. Yes, you could be a teacher in the field of technology, a teacher of occult also. You could pursue studies in the field of engineering, Mars-Mercury conjunction. Engineering or any technical field, you may pursue education in that field. You may also pursue education in the field of occult sciences. Even law, Mars-Mercury conjunction, you can be a very successful lawyer, advocate. You can do very well in the legal field, Mars-Mercury conjunction. So all these, you can be a very good researcher. You can do very well in all fields connected to 8th house. You can be a very good chartered accountant, auditor. You can do well in the field of insurance also. You can be associated with an insurance company. You can be a successful insurance agent. You can do very well in the field, as I told you. You can be a very good surgeon, a very good researcher in any field, very good lawyer. So all these fields are also, they're going to be very suitable for you if you have Mars-Mercury conjunction. Your speech can be very powerful, very influential, very impactful. So this conjunction, actually, look at it positively, friends, and how it is placed. I mean, how Mars and Mercury are placed, that is very important. If the placement is not so good, then do the remedies for Mars and Mercury. All right, there is always a way out. okay? So you don't have to be so worried about anything. So for every problem there is a solution. All right, so see you friends in my next video. Take care, and if there is any question, feel free to mention your comments in the comment box. And if you want a personal consultation, my details are there in the video description. See you next time. Till then, take care. Maintain good relationship with your family members. This is the best remedy for Mars Mercury. Take care, friends. Bye.